watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 13 of the SCAC women's basketball season, and today we're joined once again by the SCAC Player of the Week, senior center Hailey Coleman of the Trinity University Tigers. And Hailey, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Hailey, this team now remarkable 20-2 on the season and a school record 19-game winning streak, a perfect record of 13-0 in SCAC play, coming off wins last week over Centenary and Austin College. Just take me through, your thoughts on where this group is at right now, sort of as you take inventory of the confidence level of this group. How well is this team playing? How much fun is it to be a part of this program right now?
Yeah, I think to start, I couldn't ask for a better senior year. When we, had our first team meeting back in October, we talked a lot about a theme for the season being consistency and that being a differentiating factor between good teams and great teams. So we talked about how winning is kind of a learned behavior, and especially in this program, having this kind of record as a program as a whole is pretty spectacular. But then good teams can win, but great teams win consistently, and that kind of being the theme that we've set throughout the season. When we lost those first two games back in early November, that's kind of a big thing that we talked about is you don't want to be playing your best basketball in November. And looking at us now is an insane comparison. It almost looks like a completely different team.
Individually last week, Hailey, you continued your outstanding senior season, averaging a double-double in those wins over Centenary and Austin College, 14.5 points, 10 rebounds. Now continuing your incredible shooting pace, an SCAC best 62% on the season. Just take me through where your game is at right now and how you've been able to find so much success individually out there on the floor.
Yeah, I think, with it being my senior year and stuff, kind of want to go out with a bang, I guess you could say. But I'm definitely proud of where I'm at right now. I think the team right now is really gelling and meshing together. There's no selfish basketball. Every win every game you kind of go in and I don't want to say expect to win, but try your hardest to win. And whether that be more post action, more guard heavy action, finding the best solution, because our team is stacked offensively, and just essentially finding the best, alternative, I guess, to winning. So, yeah.
Hailey, last week, your head coach, Cameron Hill, went on the D3 Hoopsville Marathon show with Dave McHugh. And I want to read a quote that he had to say on his time and just get your reaction. And he was asked about the play of yourself, Maggie Shipley, and Ashley Milton, sort of the three leaders on this team. And he said, those are three of the most unselfish kids we've ever had here. Willing passers, great team defenders, but most importantly, as he said, really bought into what we're trying to accomplish here at this program. What does that quote mean to you? And for your head coach to say that, and how much has Coach Hill meant to you over your time there?
Yeah, I think it's, pretty nice of him to say those things to start, but I think that's exactly what, not just us three, but I think that's the whole program. If you get full buy-in from a team, that's how you go on to have a 20-game win season and 19 wins in a row. I really applaud the coaches for trusting us and trusting our team and trusting ourselves to kind of establish that relationship. Establishing that culture essentially, from the day you touch down in San Antonio. I think that's just the style of basketball Cam has created. And, I think that's really what Together Tiger basketball is all about: buy-in, unselfish play, and great defense. So,
Hailey, as I mentioned in your senior season, looking ahead to this weekend, senior day, your last home game there in Calgary Gymnasium, Southwestern comes to town. Outside of the X's and O's and what will be happening, in terms of the play on the floor, have you had time to maybe take some thought about what Saturday will mean to you and celebrating your senior day, especially with all the success you've been able to have there in that spot?
Yeah, I think it's definitely been a little bit of delayed processing, especially since we just came off of 4 games in 5 days. But definitely nostalgic. I'm looking forward to it. Just being with family, being able to have fans again, which I think will be great. it's kind of crazy to think about that, 4 years ago was when I first started at Trinity, but definitely looking forward to the day, looking forward to going, in and playing with the class that I came in with. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit nostalgic, potentially being the last time playing CalGuard gym, but looking forward to it. It'll be a good day.
And finally, just to wrap things up, Hailey, 3 games to close out this regular season. The home game on Saturday against Southwestern, and then 2 road games to close out the regular SCAC portion of the schedule before you get prepared for postseason action. What needs to happen over the course of this next couple of weeks to get prepared for the SCAC tournament? What will be key for this team to try and continue to build on the momentum?
I think just keep doing what we're doing. Like I said, you don't want to be playing your best basketball in November, and we're definitely cusping that kind of level of greatness of what we need to be doing. And late February, early March is the best time to do it. So definitely looking forward to the next few weeks with the tournament coming around. So yeah.
Native of Kansas City, Missouri, and this week's SCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week for the second time this season, senior center Hailey Coleman of the Trinity University Tigers. Hailey, again, congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to march forward through senior season.
Thank you.